So performance is what you want. Performance is what you get. What's up, YouTube? It's Darren. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I talk about fragrance, fashion, as well as men's lifestyle on this channel. So if those things are of interest to you, consider subscribing to the channel. And also make sure that you go ahead and hit the bell icon as well to get notified anytime a new video is uploaded on the channel. So guys, you see the title of today's video. I've been on a kind of a kick this week in talking about fragrances that are good to wear in the summertime. Now we all know, we've been into this hobby for any amount of time, that generally speaking, summertime fragrances or fragrances that are great to wear in the summertime or in high heat typically aren't the best performing fragrances. And I know there is a select group of people out there that performance is really high on their list of priorities when it comes to investing into a fragrance. So, of course, as I do pretty much every year, I'm going to give you guys 5 fragrances today that are built for the summertime that are great performers, or as we affectionately refer to it as it here in the fragrance community, that are beast mode. Hey guys, shout out to my dude Joy Amin. He said, this says beast mode, okay? These fragrances are beast mode. So I've got 5 fragrances of that variety for you on the list today. So if you want to see what makes my list this year of 5 great performing or beast mode fragrances that are great to wear in the summertime, then you guys know the routine. You know how we rock. You know how we get down, man. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it.
The Bowtie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we are back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's go ahead and jump into this list of fragrances really quick. Another one that I think you guys should add to your list of fragrances to get this summertime is one from the house of Novice Parfums, and this one is called Novice. Look at that beautiful blue bottle. Now, this fragrance was re-released. This is one that was done in combination, of course, with my guy Steven over at Red Essence and Novice Parfums. And this one was originally released as an exclusive to Oswald's in New York, so it wasn't really readily available globally, but now it is, and it is the perfect timing for this fragrance because this is a summertime scent through and through. Amazing opening to this scent. I love the opening. It has some bergamot, it has orange, mandarin orange, it has neroli in this as well. I really love the neroli, a slight hint of juniper berry and pink pepper as well. And in the heart, you get some rose, some ylang-ylang, some jasmine, a slight bit of amber is in this as well. And on the dry down, you get some vetiver as well as some cedar wood. So once again, this one was done in combination or collaboration with my guy Steven at Red Essence. And guys, this is one you need to put on your radar. I'm so glad that they made this readily available to everybody else. So put it on your list of fragrances to try. You can try it there, or you can get, of course, one of the discovery sets over at Novices. As always, I will have all the information linked down below if you want to check it out. But go ahead and grab that, guys, while supplies last. All right, guys, so the first fragrance up on the list today of 5 fragrances that have beast mode, a great performance, that are great to wear in the summertime. This fragrance comes from the house of Xerjoff, and this one is called 40 Knots. 40 Knots. Now, I have talked about this fragrance before on this channel because this stuff is just really an amazing fragrance, man. There's everything in here. All right, there's everything in here. This really is signature scent worthy, but the opening of this is so reminiscent of a salty, aquatic kind of fragrance, but this fragrance has so much character to it, and that's why I really enjoy this scent. It's powdery, it's woody. At times you feel like it should be more in the summer. There are times where you feel like this is a fall, winter fragrance. Again, it has everything in this scent. But with that being said, as I stated, and which is the theme of this list, this fragrance is perfect to wear in the summertime, and because of the depth and the character and the complexity of this fragrance, it makes it a perfect scent to wear in the summer when you talk about something that has great performance. So look no further. If you're looking for something that works in the summertime that has great performance, this is one that you guys gotta get your nose on, man. It's from the house of Givenchy, and again, this one is called 40 Knots. All right, guys, so the next fragrance that I want to talk to you guys about that will be a perfect scent to add to your collection if you're looking for a great performer. If you don't have it already, it performs great in the summertime and is perfect for the hot weather. I've talked about this fragrance a little bit more recently here on the channel, and I've talked about it for good reason. This fragrance comes from the house of Electimus, and this is called Imperium. Imperium. This fragrance does open up and gives you slight vibes of the king of fragrances, but it does go in its own direction. This fragrance is all about the vanilla, but it's done in a way where it's not overly sweet. It's not overly sweet. There's some florals in here, primarily jasmine and lily, and altogether just really comes and meshes very well together to be a fragrance that somehow just works in the summertime. I'm going to be rocking the heck out of this thing. I have already been rocking the heck out of this thing, and for good reason. Like I said, there is elements of this fragrance, although there's not a lot of notes that are in this that are the same as a vintage. Some way, somehow, it kind of has that vibe, the same a vintage kind of vibe in the opening. But as it dries down again, man, you're going to get this beautiful note of vanilla. But this is a vanilla that's not overly sweet that you can rock in the summertime. And this thing performs like a monster on my skin. So if you haven't yet, guys, check it out. This is from the house of Electimus, and this one is called Imperium. All right, guys, so the next fragrance up on this list, this is one that I've done a full review on, so I'll make sure that I link this, that video to this one, because I went into great detail about this fragrance. An amazing discovery for me when I got my hands on this. This is from the house of Amouage, and this is called Beach Hut, man. Beach Hut, man. Now, there's not really a lot about this fragrance that is going to remind you of the beach, all right? But the name is still not misleading, because although it's not a beach type fragrance, it's still good for the summertime and for hot weather. Primarily, this is really a green fragrance with a nice hint of mint, fresh mint on the top of the fragrance. That's really what this is. It has mint, it has the galbanum in there, you have some oak moss in this as well, some ivy. You know, again, so it's a very, very green, very aromatic scent with a minty top. Now when it dries down, you get a little bit of myrrh and patchouli, but not enough of it to where it would kind of knock this out of the summertime fragrance wear category. Perfect for the summertime, and again, this thing performs like a monster on my skin. 8 to 9 hours easily out of this fragrance. And again, the mint really helps to kind of keep it fresh throughout. That's what it does in this. So if that sounds interesting to you guys, and you're looking for something that again is going to perform and project, look no further than this one from the house of Amouage. Again, this is called Beach Hut, man. All right, guys, the next fragrance up on this list, man, this is, I will be honest with you, this is kind of a bro kind of fragrance. It's a niche fragrance, but most people, I can already hear them saying this has designer-like vibes to it. I guess I could kind of go with that, but man, this thing smells amazing and it performed like a monster on my skin. This is another fragrance that comes from the Ibiza collection along with La Isla Blanca. This one is called Cafe Del Mar. Cafe Del Mar. Very unique blending of notes in this. Lavender, you get some coffee in this, you get some apple in this as well. On the dry down, you get some tonka, some seaweed. So again, you can hear the notes, guys. It's kind of this kind of odd pairing of notes, if you will, especially with that coffee in the opening. But it gives this very unique scent DNA. It's mass appealing. The seaweed in this definitely is going to be reminiscent of like beach time, summer wear. This is the kind of fragrance I can see somebody wearing if they're going to be at the beach, you know, and they just kind of douse themselves in this. They come out of the water, take a nice shower, they're going out to eat beside the water or somewhere on the beach. This is the kind of scent that you're going to wear. And it's one of those fragrances that just gets a lot of compliments. You think about fragrances like Dylan Blue, Dior Sauvage, it kind of puts you in the mindset of that kind of scent. To some extent, just a very mass appealing, easy to wear fragrance. But again, as the theme of the list is, the great thing about it is it performs like a monster on my skin. Definitely gonna get compliments if you wear this one. That's the kind of fragrance that this is from the house of Ramon Monegal. This is called Cafe Del Mar. All right, guys, and last but not least on the list today, this fragrance is one that comes from the house of Roger Parfums, and this is Elysium, but this is the Parfum concentration. This is the Parfum concentration. Now you get that same nice, fresh, fruity opening that you get from the original Elysium with the host of citrus notes, the lemon, the limes, the bergamots, and all that stuff. But what is different about this one on that dry down, man, you get the leather, the labdanum in this scent as well. So it really helps this one to really push and perform even a little bit better than the Elysium from the Parfum Cologne line of fragrances. This again is the Parfum concentration of that fragrance. So it gives it that extra kick, that extra hour, 2 hours of performance. So again, if you're looking for something that is going to perform well, now it may not project quite as much as the original, as the other Elysium, as I would say, but it definitely is going to give you a little bit more of a kick in the performance category, and that's what this list is all about. So check this one out. Again, it's from the house of Roger Parfums, and this is Elysium, the Parfum concentration. All right, guys, that's it, man. That's my time. I hope you enjoyed this list today. Again, if you're looking for fragrances that are going to perform in the summertime, check out any of the fragrances from the list today. As always, I sincerely appreciate your time and your attention to these videos. You guys don't have to watch, but you do, and I sincerely appreciate that. Don't forget to make sure you take a few moments to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you're sharing these videos out to some other folks that you think could use this information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy. I'm your dude. I'm your boy, Darren, the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, guys, keep looking good. Keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.